Olympics is a bit of a traveling circus of globalization. It travels from city to city and has a lot of the same impacts. So trying to connect the issues of the anti-globalization movement to the Olympic resistance. And today we're proud to have Andrew Jennings. He is the author of several books on the IOC, FIFA, and issues of institutional corruption. And particularly books you might want to check out if you're interested in the Olympics. He wrote The Lord of the Rings, The New Lords of the Rings on Olympic Corruption and How to Buy Gold Medals, and The Great Olympic Swindle. And now he's looking at issues as well into FIFA, the international football body. So not only has he been looking at institutional corruption, he's also an investigative journalist that has done a lot of great work exposing the secrets of these types of bodies, and as well traveling to many of the world's trouble spots. So to finish off our series, I'd like to thank all of the speakers that have come before, and to explain about how these issues connect to the IOC and this corrupt body that has been blessed with having all of our resources here in Vancouver. I'd like to welcome Andrew Jennings.
One point before I kick off, because it's been raised in a number of interviews today, and that is, I'm all for a 4-yearly multi-sports event, drug-free. You know, I'm pro-sport, not anti-sport. The problem I've got with Olympic sport is simply I'm looking for the track marks on their limbs, because the IOC made it possible, and I'll explain why in a bit. But some of the critics try and identify me as being anti-sport, which only shows that when they grow another brain cell they might get some common sense. Anyway, let's not take too many hostages tonight. So, the IOC, would you take a moment to meet your loved ones? I adapted it slightly when I've been thinking a lot more about the origins of the IOC. You know, over the years you join up the dots on your own research, and thinking about the globalization issues, which I think the IOC and FIFA in its World Cup are now not central to, but very important strands in the whole discussion about globalization and how it is imposed upon the world. I thought, well, let's go backwards, right back to the beginning, and see if there are dots to be joined up which bring us to the Coca-Cola Sacred Flame. Sacred? You know, when they wrap it up in religiosity. It's quite a clever thing, isn't it? Because whatever views we have or don't have on faith, other people's faiths, we're all a bit cautious about criticising other people's faiths because they have the right to hold the views they hold. If they don't hurt anybody, good luck to them. It's part of the plurality of a democratic society. Let's go back and look at where they started. So, you live here, you pay taxes here, you've always thought you were free people here, and you don't need me to come into town and tell you about cost overruns and the attempts to crush Olympic dissent in this formerly free country. By the way, anybody here from the RCMP, move to the front so you can hear it. Please. You should know, every years when I was doing organised crime, I worked with a lot of very straight, decent, honest detectives. And so I'd love to share some stories with you if you're